Hi, everybody. This is Sam and Tara. We're here from the Birth Compass, helping to steer you in the right direction when it comes to labor, birth, postpartum, and parenthood. And today we're introducing what a doula is. So, Sam, would you like to get started? And I'll jump in with some more things.
Definitely. So I think one thing to point out is that there's more than one kind of doula. So there's a birth doula, there's postpartum doulas. More and more we're seeing things like loss doulas, fertility doulas, menopause doulas, end of life doulas. So this encompasses a really broad group of people. But the core of what every one of us does is that we're there to support people through a really important and life-changing moment in their life. So this could look like for a birth doula that we're there to support you throughout your pregnancy and your labor. For postpartum doulas, we're looking at supporting people usually within those early weeks after you've had baby up to about a year for some people. And then for all those other kind of spectrums of what support could look like, it'll be different for everybody. But what Tara and I do for the most part is birth doula support and sometimes some postpartum doula support as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I like to explain to people that it is a non-medical support person that's there to support you mentally, physically, emotionally, and it's that continuous support. So we were just chatting beforehand about do we drink coffee when we go to births? And Sam was saying, tell them what you said.
So, so usually I might have a cup of tea on the drive there just to kind of get me through the drive because I've got some longer drives sometimes. But I like to hold back because often it makes me need to go pee a lot, and I don't like to have to kind of leave the birth space um, to tend to my own things sometimes because I really want to be there, like you said, for a continuous time. I don't want to make you feel like there are going to be gaps in my support.
Yeah, and that's really the thing when you look at the research on what doula support does, and there's lots of research out there on how doulas can benefit labors and births. Um, you can see that it's the continuous support of a trained doula that helps lower the risk of C-section and can potentially make your labor shorter and helps with how you feel about your birth. I know one of the things when I went into labor the very first time, I didn't realize that I was going to be alone with my husband, but it was his first time too. So we were left for like hours and hours, and I didn't realize that. Um, so that's I like to explain that to my clients that your nursing staff will be coming and going. There might be a shift change, and then you could get a brand new person who's coming to check on you. Your doctor is probably only going to be there the last few minutes and checking on you throughout at various times, but the doula is there continuously to be by your side.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, we're
Yeah.
coffee drinking support, tea drinking support people who don't go to the bathroom very often.
Well, one of the other things that makes us different too from that support team that's at the hospital is that you actually get a chance to know us beforehand. So, like Tara was saying, you might have one nurse when you first get there, you might have a totally different nurse at another point in your birth, you might have three different doctors show up, and you might never have met any of them. And we have a really unique opportunity to build a relationship before your labor. So you're not surrounded by strangers in this really monumental moment. So it's nice to have that connection beforehand and to know that we're there the whole time.
Yeah. We're really hands-on too. So if you need anything, we're helping you with your slippers. We're holding back your hair when you're puking. We're rubbing your back. We're massaging your feet. We're talking you through a contraction. We're walking with you up and down the hallways. I don't know what else. There's
Doing
helping
the
you into the
stairs,
water.
yeah, holding your hand and lifting your foot and rubbing maybe your feet, if your legs, you got cramps and like all of those things we're there to do. And we're also there And a big part of what we do is we're there to support the partner or the other support people that are there, like in terms of your family or friends that are there. Because for a lot of them, like you said, they've never experienced this
Hmm.
either. Um,
Yeah.
and they don't know what to expect. They don't know what to do. So to have a doula there, there's somebody who knows what they're doing and what's coming. We can tell you what's normal. We can tell you what might not be so normal. We can be there to translate all the medical jargon that's coming at you. Um, and yeah, like I said, we're there to support not only you, but your partner as well.
Yeah. I think that's a good summary. I'm sure there's questions. So, did you have anything else you wanted to put in there?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Um, maybe do we want to talk a little bit about postpartum doulas?
Sure.
Um, They're there.
Yeah.
So postpartum doulas are there usually after birth up to 6 to 8 weeks, but sometimes up to a year after baby's born. And they're just to help kind of create space for you to um, really find the time and the energy to bond with your baby and to focus on what's important in terms of taking care of yourself. So the doulas are there to do things like diaper changes or meal prep or light housekeeping so that you don't need to be focusing on all these extras, that you're there, that you can really focus on and bonding and creating that relationship with your new family.
Yeah. And sometimes we sit with you to help process your birth afterwards. So, that's just part of it, like just talking about what happened or trying to sort out in your mind how things went. We do that. We can hold your baby while you take a nap or get a shower, and give you tips and stuff for all the things to do when
All
you
the
come home with
things.
a brand new baby without a manual.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
always find it funny. Like they send you out of the hospital with this baby. Like there's no course you take, there's no like permit that you need, and you're walking out with a whole human that is totally dependent on you. And sometimes
yeah,
it's helpful just to have somebody who has some experience or who knows what they're doing on your side to answer your questions and help guide you a little bit.
yeah, absolutely.
Cool. If you
Awesome.
guys
Well,
have any
thanks, Amy.
questions about, yeah, if you have any questions about what doulas do or what we can do to help you, just leave us some comments or send us a message and we're happy to help.
Have a good one, everybody.